Hello students, in this video I am going to explain mathematics IGCSE Mathematics Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 non-calculator extended 058022 May June 2025, and the duration for this paper is 2 hours, and we cannot use calculators in this paper. So let me start. Question number 1, question number 1a. There is a picture diagram given here. Shade one more small square so that the diagram has one line of symmetry. So we need to shade any one box and find that, and it should have only one line of symmetry. So if I shade this box, I will have the line of symmetry in this way. Or if I shade this box, the line of symmetry will be this. So any one box you can shade here. This is done. Question A is done. Question B, shade one more small square so that the diagram has rotational symmetry of order 2. So when you rotate this shape, you will not have any rotational symmetry, order of symmetry. So if you shade this box, you will have that order of 2, because here two boxes are shaded. If you rotate it 2 times, it will look same as it is now how it is looking. So this is done. Question number 1 is done. Question number 2, the scale drawing shows the positions of two villages P and Q. The scale is 1 centimeter represents 0.5 kilometers. So the scale is given to us in this. 1 centimeter is equal to 0.5 kilometers. Question A, they are asking find the distance between village P and Q. That should be actual distance actually. So we have to first find the scale distance here using your rulers. Take your rulers and find the distance. And if you find the distance and you got suppose 8.8 centimeters. Now take that 8.8 into 0.5, multiply, because 1 centimeter is 0.5. So 8.8 centimeters will be into 0.5. So it is 4.4 kilometers. That will be the actual distance. After measuring, you will get it. Then they are asking to measure B, question B, measure the bearing of village A, village Q from P. So for bearing, what is the bearing here? Bearing is this angle. So that angle, if you want to find out, you need to take protractor, place it at point P with one of the zeros aligning with north line, or whether this line, any line you align with 0, and find out, you will get 110 degrees angle. Question number 2 is done. Question number 3, the diagram shows two straight lines intersecting two parallel lines. Find the value of x and y. So there are two straight lines. These are the two straight lines. They are intersecting the parallel lines. These are the parallel lines. Okay, so find the value of x and y. So we need to find the value of x and y. So directly we cannot find here. We first will find out, we'll see the given angles here and find their angles where you can find according to the parallel line. So the corresponding angles for corresponding angle of 45 is this angle. So this is also 45, and corresponding angle of 65 is this angle. So this is also 65. Using now these two given angles, we'll find out x. So if you take these three angles, this is the straight angle. So to find out x, what will you do? 180 subtracted by 65 plus 45. If you do, you get x. So 180, 65 plus 45 is 110. That is 70. So here it is 70. Then for y, you will take this angle, this straight angle. So you will do y is equal to 180 minus, you already know now, we got 70 as x. So 70 plus 45. So 180 minus 115, which will be 180 minus 115 will be 10, 7, 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 1 is 6. So it is 65. Uh, Even like this you can do for y, or you can do this vertically opposite angles. This one and this one are equal, 65. You can directly write like that also. So 65 is y. Question number 3 is done. Question number 4. Question 4, there are cards given here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards with numbers 1 to 7. Samira picks one of these cards at random and replaces it. Find the probability that she picks an odd number. What are the odd numbers? 1, 3, 5 and 7. 4 odd numbers. Out of 7, 4 odd numbers. So answer is 4 by 7. Samira repeats this 35 times. Calculate the number of times Samira is expected to pick an odd number. So when frequency is given, you will have to multiply the probability with frequency. So 4 by 7 is the probability. If I multiply, I get 35. 20. So the answer is 20. Question number 4 is done. Question number 5. The transformations are given to us. And question A says translate triangle T by vector 0, minus 2. So to translate the triangles or any shapes, you have to follow the vector. So 0 is the vector shifting to the right or left. That means the top number, that is x and y. So x is for right and left, y is for up and down. So 0 means it will not go right or left. But minus 2 is given, which is it will go 2 boxes down, and this vertex I am taking. So if it goes 2 boxes down, the vertex is here. Using that, draw the triangle accordingly. So this is the triangle translated. Write the coordinates, minus 1, minus 1. This is minus 1, minus 2. Minus 2, minus 1. Minus 2, minus 1. And minus 1, 1. Question number A is done. Question number B. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle T onto triangle U. So the triangle T and U, when you see, you can understand that this is a rotation. Okay, so for rotation, basically you always first have to find out center of rotation, and we need to find out the angle of rotation. Angle of rotation with direction, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. So to find the center of rotation, you need compass and ruler, students. So for this, that kind of explanation I can't do here. I will only show you the center of rotation. But with compass and ruler, how to do, I made a separate video for that. I will put that video in the description. You can go through. Okay, so for that, you just go through the description, and the center of rotation here is 2, 2. After doing that, you will get the center of rotation. Now to get the angle of rotation, you need to take your rulers, join the corresponding vertices to the center. So this is the corresponding vertex, which is this. Now when you see these lines and check the angle here, this is 90-degree angle. What angle it is? 90-degree angle. So 90-degree, and the direction will be, it has gone in this way. So it is anti-clockwise. So write down the answer here. Rotation, 90 degrees, anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Center of rotation 2, 2. This is done. Question number 5 is done. Question number 6, A. 8x plus 7 you need to solve. To solve, we need to find the value of the variable. So 8x plus 7 is equal to 39. Bring 7 on the other side. You get 8x is equal to 32. This gives you x is equal to 32 by 8, which is 4. So x is 4 here. Question A is solved. Question B, 2 into 5y. 2 into 5y is 10y. You have to multiply this into the bracket. 2 multiplied to both the terms. 10 in 2 into 5 is 10y. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2 is equal to 24. Bring minus 2 onto the other side. You get 24 plus 2. Then y is equal to 24 plus 2 is 26 divided by 10, which is 2.6. Because when you divide a number by 10, there is a decimal number. The point will be shifting to the left. Question number B is done. Question 6 is done. Question 7. These are the first 4 terms of a sequence 11, 8, 5, 2. Question A, these are the 4 terms, and find, question A is asking find the next term of this sequence. Now whenever a sequence question comes, you have to check the difference between two numbers and whether it is same difference or not. So if I take 11 and 8, I do 8 minus 11, so I get minus 3. And then 5 and 8 also, if I do 5 minus 8, I get minus 3. And 2 minus 5 also, I get minus 3. So now next number also, if I subtract, I should get minus 3. So minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. Or else you can do minus 3 plus 2, you get minus 1. In that way also you can do. So the answer is minus 1. Then question B, find the nth term of this sequence. So nth term, you need to use the, when there is the common difference is same, it's a arithmetic progression. So you have to take a plus n minus 1 into d rule here. For this you have to see what is a. A is the first term, which is 11, and d is the common difference, which is minus 3. So 11 plus nth term will be 11 plus n minus 1 into minus 3. 11 plus 3 minus 3 into n is minus 3n, minus 3 into minus 1 is plus 3. Here now minus 3 as it is, minus 3n, 11 plus 3 is 14. So you can write it as 14 minus 3n. So answer is 14 minus 3n, nth term. Question number 8. Find the highest common factor for 36 and 54. So finding out highest common factor. Finding the highest common factor for two numbers, you find the prime factorization of two numbers. 36 prime factorization, 54 prime factorization. So 36 is 2 into 18, 2 into 9, 3 into 3, 3 into 1. So this is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3, and 54 will be 2 times 27, 3 times 9, 3 times 3, 3 times 1. So here 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. What are common here? 2 and 2 is common. 3, 3, 3, 3 is common. So HCF will be 2 into 3 into 3, which is 18. The answer is 18. Question number 9. A is the point 3 minus 1. AB, vector AB is 2 minus 4. Question A, vector AC is equal to 2 into vector AB. Find the coordinates of C. Okay, so first we will have to find out AC here, vector AC. So vector AC is given as 2 into vector AB. Vector AB is given to us. So find out 2 into 2 minus 4, which is 4 and minus 8. This is AC. But they are asking us the coordinates of point C. So to coordinates of point C means we need OC, the vector, position vector of OC. If you find out, we can find out the coordinates of C. So let me show you a thing here. This is AC, suppose AC, this is AC, and vector AC from an origin, from origin O, will be AO OC. So it will be AO plus OC. Now AO is the reverse of OA, so minus OA plus OC. OC. So this can be written as OC minus OA. So AC is OC minus OA. AC is equal to OC minus OA. Now in this, you know what is OA. OA, because the coordinates of A we know. We don't know OC, but we know AC. So write down AC. Okay, let me write here AC. 4 minus 8 is equal to OC, which we don't know, minus A we know, that is 3 minus 1. Now to find OC, I'll take this thing to the right hand side. So minus will become plus. So OC is equal to 4 minus 8 plus 3 minus 1. So that will be 7 minus 9. So now we know the position vector of C. So the coordinates of C will be 7 and minus 9. Question number B. The length of AB is k root 5. Find the value of k. Length of AB is nothing but magnitude of a vector AB, which is square root of 2 square plus minus 4 whole square, which will be square root of 4 plus 16, which is square root of 20. Now I need to write this 20 in terms of k root 5. So I can write 20 as 4 into 5 and separate them for root 4 into root 5. So root 4 is 2 into root 5, which is k root 5. Which is k root 5. So what is k? 2 root 5. So k root 5 is equal to 2 root 5 is k will be 2. Question B is done. Now question C. P is a point on AB and AP is to PB is 1 is to 3. Let us draw AB vector here. Suppose this is AB. AB. And now there is a point P on this, and let me divide this line into 4 parts. So this is 1 part and this is 3 parts. So like this. So this is P. Okay, so AP will be, vector AP will be 1 by 4 into AP will be 1 by 4 into AB, and PB will be 1 by 4 into AB. You have to understand in this way. Now we need to see, now P is the point on AB. Another information is AP is to PB is 1 is to 3. We already did here. Find the position vector of P. We have to find out the position vector of P. This is the question here. So position vector of P will be from origin to P. So let me draw the origin also on this diagram. So here, so now this is O, this is O. So OP will be OA plus AP. So OP will be OA plus AP. So OA is already given to us, that is the coordinates of A, which is 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 plus AP will be 1 by 4 multiplied by AB, which is 2 minus 4. Now 3 minus 1 plus 1 by 4 into 2 and 1 by 4 into minus 4. 2 times 2 here, and this is 4 cancelled out. So 3 minus 1 as it is, plus 1 by 2 will be the vector. This one 2 is 2 and 4 getting cancelled, you have half here, and then 4 and 4 cancel, you have 1 here. So 3 plus half will be 3.5, and minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2. So the position vector of P is 3.5 minus 2. Questions are done. Question 10. The diagram shows a sector of a circle, center O. Length of the arc is n pi centimeters. Find the value of n. So the length of the arc we need to find out using this angle, sector of the angle, and the radius. What is the formula for length of the arc? Length of the arc is equal to length of the arc is equal to theta by 360, that is 45 by 360 into 2 pi r. 2 into pi into r is 18. Now cancel out the things which you can cancel. So 2 into 18 is 36. 36 can be cancelled out 10 times here. 218 cancel. Then cancel by 5. 5 2s are 10. 5 9s are 45. So you are now having answer 9 by 2 pi. So 9 by 2 is, they already gave us n pi. So n is what here? 9 by 2. Question number 11. Write 0.00708 in standard form. So to write in standard form, we need to write a whole number with next with the decimal places. Only one number should be there before decimal. So that means we need to shift this decimal to this after 7. So how many numbers it is going? 3 numbers right it is going. So 7.08 into 10 raised to minus 3, because it is decimal number and you are shifting it to the right, so you have to divide by 10,000. I mean 1000 from numerator and denominator. So that's why when you multiply, this point is shifted and you will be writing the denominator 1000 as 10 raised to minus 3. So here the answer is 7.08 10 raised to minus 3. Then question B, work out 3.8 into 10 raised to 22 plus 3.8 into 10 raised to 23. And again we need the standard form here. So first the 3.8 into 10 raised to 22, and the same thing can be written for the next bracket, that is 3.8 into 10 raised to 22, and keep 110 side separately, because 23 there are 23 tens, so I wrote 10 raised to 23 and 22 and one more 10. From this you take 3.8 into 10 raised to 22 common, so this will be 1, this part will be 1, this is 1, and the 10 will be remaining here. So 1 plus 10, this is 3.8 into 10 raised to 22 into 11. Multiply 3.8 into 11, you get 41.8. Then we need to write the 41.8, but we need to write this in standard form. So this is not still in standard form. The point has to shift left here, left. So 4.18 and one more 10 will be increased here to shifting the point here, because we are multiplying with 10 and dividing with 10. We are multiplying with 10 here to make it shift to the left hand side. So the standard form is 4.18 into 10 raised to 23. This is the answer. Question number 12. P, Q and R lie on a circle. P, Q, R lie on a circle. QR is the diameter. This is the diameter. Find angle PRQ. Find angle PRQ. This is the angle. Give geometrical reason for your answer. Now, first of all, when a semicircle uh, is there, I mean the diameter is there, and then a triangle is drawn. One of the side is the diameter of the triangle in the circle. That means that is a semicircle, and the angle in semicircle is 90 degrees. So this is 90 degrees. Now you have two angles in this triangle PQR. So angle PRQ will be 180 minus 74 plus 90. So 180 minus 74 plus 90 will be 164. 164. So 180 minus 164 will be 10 minus 4, 7 minus 6. So 6 and 1, 16 degrees. Write down the answer. 16 degrees because angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees, and then angles of the triangle add up to 180 degrees. Question 12 is done. Question number 13. A. 100 students solve a puzzle. 100 students solve a puzzle. The table shows information about the time taken by each student to solve the puzzle. So now here the number of students are given in frequency, and the time they took to solve those puzzle is given in a range here. Time in seconds t. The first question, they have to find out the mean. So to find the mean, we need to find the x value, that is the mid value of the class intervals. So mid value of each class will be find out by adding the two limits of the class and divide by 2. 20 plus 40 is 60, so that is 30 by 60 by 2, that is 30. Then 40 plus 60 by 2, which is 100 by 2, which is 50. And then 60 plus 100 by 2, which is 160 by 2, which is 80. You need to be a little bit faster in these kinds of calculations, students. So mid value we found out. So let us find out the mean now. Mean will be multiplying the mid values with frequency, finding their sum and dividing by the total number of students. So mid value into frequency, first frequency is 30, then second one is 50 into 40, and the third one is 80 into 30 by 100. That is 900 plus 2000, because 5 fours is 20 and 2 zeros. Then 8 threes are 24 and 2 zeros. Find out the total. 9 plus 2000 is 900 into 2. 900 plus 2000 is 2900, and 2400 I'm adding here. You get 5300, that is 5300. So 5300 by 100, you'll cancel out by 100 53 times, or you just cancel zeros, you get 53. So the mean is 53 here. Question number 1 is done in A. Now question number 2 in A. Complete the histogram to show the information in the table. So we have to complete the histogram here. This is incomplete. First one is drawn for us. We have to draw the rest too. So for this we need the frequency, this density. Frequency density will be frequency divided by the class size. Now first one is already done, so let us do only for the two remaining classes, the class 2 and 3. So frequency is 40 and class size is 20. 30, second class is 40 divided by 20, which is 2, and then the third class is 30 divided by 40. 60 to 100 is 40. So 30 divided by 40 will be 3 by 4, which is 0.75. Now you need to remember the decimal of some of the fractions. So 3 by 4 is 0.75, you have to remember. Like 0.5 is half and 1.25, sorry, 0.125 is 1 by 4. Same way you need to remember. Now see here, the frequency density is 2 for class 40 to 60. So 2 is here. Draw the straight lines making a histogram like this. Then 60 to 100 is 0.75. So 0.75 will be in between 0 and 1, and that is exactly here. This is 60 to 100. Histogram is completed. Question number B. 80 adults solve the same puzzle as the students. The cumulative frequency table shows information about the time taken by each adult to solve the puzzle. The cumulative frequency table is given to us. This is the table. And 80 adults are solving. We have to, in question 1, we need to draw the cumulative frequency diagram. So we need to mark the points. So here it is 20 onwards it is starting. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 12, 36, 6. So one by one we'll mark the dots here. 20, 20 is the time. I mean, you have to look at the horizontal and vertical axis. Cumulative frequency is on vertical axis. Time t is on the horizontal axis. So 20, 0, 40, 12. So 20, 0 is this. 40, 12 is after 10, 2 dots. Because 10 to 20, whatever on the vertical axis, it is 10 numbers. So each box is one number. So 12 will be after 10, 2 boxes. Then next is 60, 36, 80, 60. 60, 36. 36 will be straight away in 60 here. After 30, 6 boxes. 80, 60. 80 and 60 is directly here. Then next is 174, 120, 80. 100 is 74. 74 will be after 74 boxes, and this is 80, last 120. Now join these dots and draw a curve. This is done. Now question number, this is done. What is this question 1 on the for this B? And now question 2, they are asking, use the cumulative frequency diagram to find the estimate of the median and the lower quartile. So we have to find out the median and lower quartile. So for median, what we have to do is take the total number of adults. Total number of adults is 80 by 2, and that is 40. So 40th observation, what is the 40th observation? Check that and draw a straight line to the curve. So this is the 40th observation, straight line like this. Now that is what to the vertical curve, vertical axis will be horizontal axis, sorry, that will be what, this one. So and you have to find what are the time taken, what is the time. So here when you see on time, each 10 numbers are divided by 5 boxes, so each box is 2 numbers, so it is 62 here. So 62, the median is 62. And the lower quartile, to find the lower quartile we have to do 80 by 4. So just do 80 divided by 4, that is 20. 20th observation, check. 20th observation, draw the line straight to the curve, and from curve draw the line towards the horizontal axis. So what is the number, the time here? 42, 44, 46, 47. Yeah, it's 47. So the lower quartile is 47. This is done. Question number B is done. Question number 14. Write 0.25 as a fraction, and 25 there is a bar, that is small dot there, it is a recurring decimal. So it is, let x is equal to 0.255, so on, multiplying 10 on both sides, multiplying 10 on both sides of this equation, to 10x will be 2.555, so on, because the point will shift to the right. Now again multiply 100 on both sides. When you multiply 100, you get 100x is equal to 25.55, so on. So take this equation as 2 and this equation as 1. Subtract 2 minus 1. So 100x minus 10x is equal to 25.55 minus 2.55. We get 90x. 100 minus 10 is 90. And 25 minus 2 is 23.555. If you subtract, you get 0, 0, 0. So on. So x will be, bringing 90 on the right hand side, it gets divided. So the answer is 23 by 90. We cannot simplify it, it is as it is. So answer is 23 by 90. This is the fraction for 0.25555 recurring decimal. Question number 15. There is a graph given to us here. The diagram shows the graph of y is equal to 2x minus 1. This is the graph, 2 by x minus 1. Write down the coordinates of the point where the graph crosses the x-axis. So you see here, this graph is crossing the x-axis here. So what is the coordinate here? Check. It is crossing at 2. So 2, 0 are x and y coordinates. They are asking us to write down the coordinates. So it is x and 2 and 0. Question number A is done. B. Write down the equation of asymptote. Now asymptote, you need to know the general equation for the asymptote, the vertical and horizontal asymptote. The general equation, let me write. Y is equal to a by x minus h plus k. So when this is there, the vertical asymptote is x is equal to h, vertical asymptote, and horizontal asymptote will be y is equal to k. So when you take this equation here, in the place of h there is 0, h is 0, and k is minus 1, this one. So your vertical asymptote will be, vertical asymptote is x is equal to 0 and horizontal asymptote is y is equal to -1. That's it. Question number B is done. Question number C now. By drawing a suitable straight line on the grid, solve 2 by x. 2 by x minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. We need to solve this by drawing a straight line. Now, how to draw the straight line? We need to find what is the equation of straight line here. We don't have the equation of straight line. For that, we need to solve taking these two equations. Okay, so take y is equal to 2 by x minus 1 and y 0 is equal to, because this is 0 given here, so 2 by x minus 1. Subtract these two equations by changing the signs. You will be subtracting them. So y minus 0 is y. This gets cancelled. 1 is plus, 1 is minus, 1 is plus, 1 is minus. You are left with x. So we got this equation. Using this equation, we will draw the line now. Y is equal to x is the straight line passing through the origin. You know that. And it is in the first quadrant. It is in the first quadrant. Y is equal to x. So draw a line passing through 0, that is origin, and it has to cut the graph. Both the graphs it has to cut. Now check where it is cutting. Here it is cutting at 1 1, and here it is cutting at -2 -2, the points. Okay, so what are the x coordinates here? The x coordinates are 1 and -2. This is done. Question number 16. The diagram shows a solid made by joining a hemisphere to a cylinder. So this is an hemisphere and it is joined to a cylinder. The radius of both the hemisphere and cylinder is 6 centimeters. So radius is 6 centimeter for cylinder and hemisphere both. The height of the cylinder is 5 centimeters. So height is 5 centimeters. Find the total surface area of the solid. Give your answer in terms of pi. Okay. We need to find the total surface area of both the solid shapes leaving this circle. So now when you find total surface area of cylinder, this circle should be removed, the area of that circle, and the total surface area of hemisphere, if you do half, you get the total surface area of this hemisphere, and from the cylinder you need to remove the area of this circle. That means pi r square you need to subtract from the total surface area. So first of all, let us write the total surface area of hemisphere. The formula is 4 pi r square is for circle, sphere. So half of that will be hemisphere. So it is 2 pi r square. Then total surface area of cylinder will be 2 pi r into 2 pi r into r plus h. That is equal to, and we have to subtract from it pi r square. Then you will get the total surface area of the cylinder. So now let us start the question. The height of cylinder we know, the radius of both cylinder and the hemisphere we know. To find out total surface area of hemisphere will be plus cylinder, both we will do together, is equal to 2 into pi into r square is 6 square plus 2 pi r into 2 pi r is, sorry, write the number in place of r, 2 pi into 6 into 6 plus 5 minus pi into 6 square. Question, this is done. This step. Now take pi common from both the numbers, both the expressions. Like pi, if I take pi from here, I will be left out with 2 into 6 square plus 2 pi. If pi I take common here, 2 into 6 into 11, 2 into 6 into 11 minus again pi common, so 6 square. So pi into 6 square is 36. 36 into 2 is, find out 36 into 2, 72. 72 plus 2 into 6 is 12. 12 into 11 is 12 into 11 is 1 2s are 2, 1 1s are 1, 1 2s are 2, 1 1s are 1, 132. 132 minus 36. So this is, now add these two, 72 plus 132, you get 4 10 204. From 204 subtract 36. 14 minus 6 is 8. This is 14, this is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6, and 2 we have borrowed already, so 1 168. Pi into 168 centimeter square. So what is the answer? 168 pi. Question number 16 is done. Question number 18, 9 by root 3 a. Question number 18a, 9 by root 3, rationalize the denominator, give your answer in its simplest form. So rationalizing denominator, we need to do the surd which is given in denominator, that you have to multiply with numerator and denominator both to get a whole number. So 9 root 3 by root 3 into root 3 is 3. Then 3 times 1, 3 times 3. You can cancel out. So answer is 3 root 3. This is in simplest form. Next, 5 minus root 2 into 1 plus 3 root 2 is equal to c plus k root 2. Find the value of c and the value of k. So here we have to do 5 minus 2 root 2. There are two terms, like we'll always use surds as algebraic terms. Multiply them. We'll take the left hand side first. Left hand side. Okay. Now multiply this. 5 into 1 is 5. 5 into plus root 3. 5 into 1 is 5. And 5 into 3 root 2 is 15 root 2. Then minus root 2 into 1 is minus root 2. Minus root 2 into plus root 3. 3 root 2 is, how will you do that? Minus 3 into root 2 into root 2. So root 2 becomes 2, and 3 2s are 6. So you can write here directly 6. Now take the whole numbers. 5 and minus 6 is minus 1. 15 root 2 and minus root 2 are like terms, and you can subtract them. So 15 minus 1 is 14. So 14 root 2. So here, now this should be equated with RHS. So what is RHS? RHS is c plus k root 2. So when you take minus 1 plus 14 root 2 is equal to c plus k root 2. In place of c it is minus 1, in place of k it is 14. So c is minus 1, k is 14. Question number 18 is done. Question number 19, Write a single fraction in its simplest form. So here these are questions are very simple. 5a minus 6 into 3b by 8. These are the two fractions multiplied with variables given here. Now when you see this, you can see there is a in numerator of the first fraction and a in the denominator of the second fraction. So a gets cancelled. You can cancel out because it's multiplication. Then you can cancel 3 with 6. 3 times 1 and 3 times 2. Now how much we are left out with? 5b in the numerator. 5 into b will be 5b. 2 into 1, this is cancelled out, so 2 into 1 is 2. So it is 5b by 2. Then next is adding of fractions with variables here. So here you have to, whenever you are adding unlike fractions, you need to take the LCM of denominators. And because 2 and 4, they are 2 is factor of 4, 4 will be the LCM. Then you have to do 2 into 2, the denominator of first fraction. 2 into 2 is 4. So numerators also should be multiplied with 2, so it is 2p. And the numerator of the second fraction will be as it is because the denominator is already 4 here. Now, yeah, this is the answer. 2p plus 3t by 4. This is the answer. Single fraction. They told us to write the single fraction in simplest form. So 2p plus 3t by 4. This is done. Question number 19c. 2 by x minus 2 minus 3 by x plus 1. Again there are fractions but denominators have expressions in two terms. So again in such cases you have to do LCM by just multiplying those expressions with each other. This will be the LCM. Then you cross multiply to write the numerators for each fraction. 2 into x plus 1 minus 3 into x minus 2. This will be 2 into x is 2x, 2 into 1 is 2, minus 3 into x is minus 3x, that is negative 3 into x. Then negative 3 into negative 2 is plus 6 by x minus 2 into x plus 1. So 2x minus 3x is minus x in the like terms, and 2 plus 6 is 8 by x minus 2 into x plus 1. So this can be written as 8 minus x by x minus 2 into x plus 1. This is the answer. X minus 2, 8 minus x by x minus 2 into x plus 1. This is done. 19th one is done. Question number 20. Y is proportional to 1 by root x. When x is equal to 9, y is equal to 2. Find the value of y when x is equal to 36. So when the proportionality is given, we cannot solve the question directly. We need to find a constant which is multiplying to 1 by root x. So y proportional to 1 by root x can be written as y equal to k into 1 by root x. The values of y and x are given. Substitute them. 2 is equal to k into 1 by root 9. That will be 2 into 2 is equal to k by root 9 will be 3. Root 9 will be plus or minus 3. Root 9. Now what will be the value of k? Then k will be equal to plus or minus 6. So because this is constant, we have to take it positive only. K is equal to 6. Then next to find the value of y when y is proportional to 1 by root x, or we'll write the original equation here. So y is equal to k, we got 6. 6 into 1 by root 36. So that will be 6 into 1 by plus or minus 6, that is equal to plus or minus 1, because 6 times 6 is cancelled out. So plus or minus 1 is the answer. Question number B. When x is increased by a factor of 4, the value of y changes. X is increased by the factor of 4. The value of y changes by the factor of p. Find the value of p. So let us write the equation which we made here, this one. P into y is equal to k into 1 by root x into 4. So k value we have to write. So then y into p is equal to k is 6 into 1 by root 4 into root x. Root 4 into root x, that will be equal to y into p is equal to 6 into 1 by 2 root x. 1 by 2 root x. So already we know that y is 6 by root x. 6 by root x is y. So let it 6 by root x, and then what is multiplying to it? 1 by 2. So that means p is 1 by 2. Because y is 6 by root x, then p will be 1 by 2. So that is 1 by 2. Question number 20 is done. Question number 17. Find the value of 125 raised to 2 by 3. Now 125 raised to 2 by 3 is 5 cube raised to 2 by 3. This is a raised to m whole raised to n. So multiply the powers with each other. You will have cancellation of the denominator and 3. Then 5 square is left out, 25. 125 can be written as 5 cube. So I have written 5 cube here. So answer is 25. Then next question, 4 raised to minus 5 by 2 can be written as, to remove the negative power, we'll write 1 by 4 raised to 5 by 2. Then 1 by 4 raised to 5 by 2 is 2 square in raised to because 4 is 2 square and 5 by 2 as it is. Again this is a raised to m whole raised to n. 1 by 2 raised to 2 into 5 by 2. 2 gets cancelled, you get 1 by 2 raised to 5, which is 1 by 32, because 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 is 32. You don't know how to do it directly, you can write like this and find out. Then 1 by 32 is the question number 20. Y is proportional to 1 by root x. So whenever proportionality is given, you need to take k and multiply that to the given right hand side. That becomes equal to. Now take the values of y and x here, which is given in question A. When x is equal to 9, y is equal to 2, find the value of y when x is equal to 36. So using this, we will find out the value of k, and then we'll find the value of y in the next step. Okay, so first substitute these values of x and y. So y is 2 is equal to k by root 9. This gives 2 is equal to k by 3. Root 9 is 3. So this will give you k value as 6. Now using that k value, we will do y, will find out y value 6 by, this is, we'll use the equation here, 6 by root 36. That is 6 by 6, which is 1. Question number A is done. B. When x is increased by a factor of 4, y changes to factor by factor of p. So y will be changing to factor of p. That means y into p. So that means you have to take the value, take the equation now. P into y is equal to 6 by root 4x. Because we saw here what is y. Y is k by root x. So the same way we have to increase x by 4 times. So y will be increased p times. Now see here, this implies p into y is equal to 6 by root 4 and root x is separated. Separate them. Then p into y will be 6 by 2 root x. Now 6 by 2 root x is already y. This is y. We have seen that. We have taken that. This one. That means k value we found out. So k by root x is y. So now what is another number multiplied here? That is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 6 by root x is p into y. So this is y. So what is p value here? 1 by 2. This is done. Question 21. The diagram shows the graph of y is equal to 3x minus x cube. This is the graph. The graph crosses the x-axis at A, at O, and at B. The graph crosses the turning points of the graph are P and at Q. Find the x coordinates of A and the x coordinate of B. X coordinate of A and B we need to find out. So here when x coordinate of A and B, what will be the coordinate of B, y? Y will be 0. So take 3x minus x cube, the given equation, as 0. Find the values for x here. So take x common, you get 3 minus x square is equal to 0. Now take this in brackets thing as root 3 whole square minus x square, that is 0. Now x into, this is in the form of a square minus b square, which can be taken as a plus b into a minus b. So root 3 minus x into root 3 plus x will be 0. Now x is not 0, so you cannot take x as 0, this one. Then we'll have to take the other two as 0. Take it, root 3 minus x is equal to 0 and root 3 plus x is equal to 0. Then in this case x will be root 3 and x will be minus root 3. So x coordinate of A is minus root 3, which is in the on the negative side of the quadrant, I mean the x-axis. Then the x coordinate of B will be just root 3, which is positive root 3. Question number 21a is done. B now. Differentiation. You have to differentiate this y. So differentiation will be taking the constant multiplied by x raised to the power minus 1 minus 3 the power, because this power of x is 1, so 1 can be multiplied here. Then here the power of x, the second term is minus is 3. 3 into x raised to 3 minus 2 1, sorry, 3 minus 1. So this will be 3 into x raised to 1 minus 1 is 0, so it is 3 minus 3 into x raised to 3 minus 1 is 2. So 3 minus 3x square will be the differentiation. Question number 1 of B is done. Then 2, find the coordinates of P and Q. They are asking the coordinates of P and Q. So P and Q are the turning points. So to get the coordinates of turning point, we need to equate the differentiation with 0. So dy by dx is equal to 0. So 3 minus 3x square is equal to 0. Taking 3 common, you get 1 minus x square is equal to 0. Now 3 is not 0. 1 minus x square will be taken as 0. So 1 minus x square can be written as 1 plus x, that is 1 square minus x square. So a plus b into a minus b again is equal to 0. So x will be, therefore x will be minus 1 and plus 1 here. When you take 1 plus x 0, you get minus 1, and 1 minus x you take 0, you get plus 1. Now find the values of y now, because we need the coordinates. In coordinates we need y x coordinate and y coordinate both. So y value will be, when you take x as plus 1, when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3x minus a cube, that is 3 into 1 minus 1 cube, which is 3 minus 1, which is 2. So here 1 and 2 will be the coordinates of p will be negative, so coordinates of q will be positive, 1 and 2. Then when x is equal to minus 1, then y will be 3 into minus 1 minus of minus 1 whole cube, that will be minus 3, minus of minus 1 whole cube is minus 1. So minus of minus 1 becomes plus 1, which is minus, 3 minus of minus 1 will be minus 3 minus 2. So it is minus 1 minus 2. This is uh, these are the coordinates of p and q. Question 22. Write down the exact value of tan 60. So students, this is a non-calculator paper. You have to remember the values of tan, cos and sine, all the general angles, 30, 45, 90, 30, 45, 60, 90 and 0. So tan 30 is root 3. Write down root 3. Solve 2 sin x minus 1 is equal to 0 for 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 360. Solve it. Now you have an equation here, 2 sin x minus 1 is equal to 0. Keeping 2 sin x on the left hand side, you bring 0, minus 1 on the right hand side, it becomes plus 1. Then keeping sin x on the left hand side, you bring 2 on the right hand side, so 1 divided by 2. That means the value of x will be sine inverse of 1 by 2. So now to find the value of x, you should know what is when in which values of sine you get 1 by 2. So sine 0, sine 30 or sine 60 or sine 90. So sine 90 is 1, sine 0 is also 0, sine uh, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60. These values you have to check. So sine 30, sine 30 is half. You have to remember, just now I told you, for non-calculator paper you have to remember by heart all the values. Sine 30 is half, but we also need the other angle which is in the range of 0 to 360. So now find out using the all students take calculus. So for sine, what are which is the positive? The first quadrant and the second quadrant. The other two will be negative. We need positive value here because half is positive only. So the other angle will be in the second quadrant. So that will be 180 minus the angle which we got, that is 30. So 180 minus 30 is 50. So x will be 30 and 150. The answer is 30. Question 23. In the diagram, OE is parallel to BC. OA is parallel to BC. This is parallel to BC. This one. BC is equal to 3 OA. So the length of BC is 3 times of OA. M is midpoint of AC. This is the line AC and M is the midpoint of AC. The position vector of A is A and the position vector of B is B. Position vector of A is A and position vector of B is B. Small b, small a. Find the position vector of M. We need to find the position vector of M. Give your answer in terms of A and B in its simplest form. So now position vector of A will be O to A and A to M, or it is O to B, sorry, O to B, B to C, and C to M. Now we have been given that AC is M is the midpoint of AC. M is the midpoint of AC. So let us first find out AC. So AC will be O to A. AC will be A to O, then O to B, then B to C will be AC. Okay, first we'll find out AC. AC is equal to OA plus OB plus BC plus BC, that's it. So now what is OA? OA is a minus A, negative A, because sorry, it's AO, not OA. This is wrong, I wrote AO, sorry. Okay, so OA is A, so then AO will be negative A. Then OB is B. Now what is BC? BC should be 3 times of OA. 3 times of OA will be 3A, because they have given here, right? BC is equal to 3 OA. So now finally your answer can be simplified to B minus 2A, because 3 plus 2A, because 3 minus A is 2A. This is AC. Now if I from AC I need to find AM. So what is AM? AM will be half of B plus 2A, because it is midpoint of AC. You can write it as half of AC in brackets. This is half of AC. So you can write it as B by 2 plus A also, because B is B by 2 and 2A by 2 is A. This is AM. Now we'll do OM. OM is equal to OA plus AM. That is equal to OA is A plus B by 2 plus A. So it is 2A plus B by 2. This is the answer for the position vector of M. Position vector of M. So the answer is 2A plus B by 2. This is done. Question number 24. The line y is equal to 7x plus 3 intersects the curve y is equal to x square plus 5x minus 12 at a point A and B. Find the coordinates of A and B. So here we have given a curve equation and a straight line equation, and they are intersecting each other. So now for this we have to do, take these two equations, both are y, so equate them, because this is also y and this is also y. So you can write both of them as equal to. Now make it as one equation. So I'll bring this left hand side to right hand side and make it 0. X square plus 5x minus 12. Right hand side I'm writing as it is. Then I write the left hand side negative like this. This is equal to 0. Now simplify by adding like terms. 5x and minus 7x is minus 2x. Minus 12 and minus 3 is minus 15. And this is, we have got a quadratic equation. Now after this, start factorizing it. To factorize, we need the sum of two numbers as minus 2 and product of two numbers as minus 15. So what are the two numbers? Plus 3 and minus 5. 3 plus minus 5. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. To take those two numbers, split the middle term. So x square minus 5x plus 3x, or you can write plus 3x minus 5x, anyway, is equal to 0. Taking x common in the first two terms, we get x minus 5 and the brackets, and in the second two terms we get x minus 5 in the bracket. Then x minus 5 take common, you get x minus 5 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. This is the factorization done. So according to this now, x minus 5 is 0, then x will be 5, then x plus 3 is 0, at that time x will be minus 3. So we got two values of x, that is 5 and minus 3. Substitute this in any one of the equation, any one. So easier will be y is equal to 7x plus 3. Take this. When x is equal to 5, y is equal to 7 into 5 plus 3, which is 35 plus 3, which is 38. So 5, 38. Then when x is equal to minus 3, y will be 7 into minus 3 plus 3. That is 7 into minus 3 is minus 21 plus 3. This is subtraction. So 21 minus 3 will be minus 11 because negative values bigger. 21 is bigger than 3. So minus 11. Oh, sorry, not 11. Not 11. It's 18. Minus 18. Minus 18. That's all, students. This is the final question. Please do subscribe to my channel. And if you have any doubts, you can put it in the comment sections, and like and share my videos. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.